When I was 9 years old, some random old dude driving a white van asked me to get inside his car, and since I'm not stupid, I said no and walked away. But as I was leaving, I heard him shout that he had free lollipops, and since I am a cheapskate, I accepted the bribe, but instead of eating his dingaling, I shoved the lollipop up his guyat like a butt plug and called the cops. However, today I concerningly found out that even cops can fall for bribes when suspects try to seduce cops and succeed by police secrets.
Alright, sir, step out of the vehicle for me.
In today's episode, we are going to look at an interesting case involving Officer Anthony Hare, who was caught with a female suspect in the backseat of a police car.
Ooh, okay, so yeah, they were definitely, potentially, most definitely, potentially doing the frickety. So what's the what's the child's name gonna be? I mean, there was someone in my school, like my old high school, called Carson. I don't know whether that's like a real name. Okay, yeah, apparently it is a real name, Carson. So it's literally a car son. It's a son who was birthed in the car because they did the frickety in the car. But I mean, how do you even like allow this to happen? He got caught by his supervisor. Like, yeah, 100% is fired.
On August 14th, 2023, the San Diego Police Department responded to a car theft involving a male and a female suspect. They were both caught at a convenience store.
Wait, male and female suspect. Okay, so I assume these two might be like a couple as well. So not only is the police officer freaking this suspect woman, but she's also cheating on her boyfriend with the police officer. But I guess if it helps her get off the sentence, then maybe it's worth it. That's not the last time he's gonna be telling her to get down on her knees.
Put your hands behind your back, sir. Thank you. Hey, why are you guys tripping on me?
Hey, just listen to him.
Put your hands behind your back. There you go. Stay like that. Why are you guys tripping like that? I can't follow our instructions.
Listen to him.
I can't come out of the... Put your hands behind your back. Hey, with the nose on my face. Put your hands behind your back. Okay.
Why is this taking them so long? Can you guys just do something? I want to see how they did the frickety. Oh, that's not the last time she's gonna be saying that.
My name is Israel, boy. How you doing? Man, a little scared, what the fuck?
I'll explain everything to you, man.
I know you're gonna explain everything.
Relax, alright?
Yeah.
Cool.
What's up?
Roll to your side. Bend your knees. Ready? Take this one right here.
You got that going? No weapons or anything on you? Nah, nothing. Alright, yeah, for sure. Y'all can run me down and everything. Alright, go ahead and stand up for me.
Oh, okay, they're doing the pat down on the woman. Okay.
Roll over first, yeah. Roll over.
Bend that up there.
Can you get the other one?
Yeah, hold on one second.
Alright, when you work.
Okay, so here's my theory, okay? I'm gonna state the theory. So I think the person who freaked the female suspect is gonna be this person who the first person to actually, like, you know, pat her down. I think what happened is that, like, as he was patting her down, he was sort of like, damn, she's kind of baddie. And then he became attracted to her, and then that's how, you know, it eventually ended up with him, like, freaking her in the back of the car.
Okay, we're just gonna go to my car right here, okay?
Ooh.
Is this car here?
On the other side of my car.
And I think it might be that person.
Can I pull down my shorts?
Can I pull up my shorts? No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Alright. You're gonna come with me to my car. So let's go.
Oh, okay, wait, this is the person. So we have the POV of the police officer that went into the car with the female suspect. But wouldn't he have his body cam turned on at all times? So that means, like, we would be able to see his POV of the situation. So Officer Anthony Hare, so he wasn't involved in the pat down. He was just observing, just waiting for the right time to swoop in and just steal the woman and take him to the car.
You heard him when he said it.
Let's go.
About asking me.
Yeah, this way. Walk across the street.
He said he was gonna ask me. What's that? Why are you the only mean one?
I'm not mean.
Bro, you're the only dick right
No, we
here.
can
Honestly,
talk
and
Wait, did she just say you're the only gay officer here? Wait, so that means this officer is gay, and so Wait, how is he freaking the woman?
Bro, you're the only dick right here.
Oh, actually, no. I think she said you're the only dick over here. I thought she said you're the only gay over here. But no, she said you're the only dick over here. But you know what? Maybe that inspired this police officer. She called him a dick, and he was like, you know what? You want to see my dick?
I got your.
Sorry for calling that, but
I got your not your duffel bag, but the drawstring bag. I got all of that. Your makeup.
not really. You're doing your job. I understand. You're doing your job. But why you make your hair like that? I just want.
Go step inside.
I'm gonna
Put your feet inside. Perfect. Just a little bit more. I don't want to pinch your skin. Alright.
Officer Anthony Hare put the female suspect into the back of the car. She started flirting with him on the way to the station, asking him about his personal life. Officer Hare was not professional and entertained her advances.
Bro, what are these CapCut effects? I know the exact same effects that this guy is using. Let me try find the exact effect they're using. Bro, you can see they're using like the fight, like the sparks and everything. I'm pretty sure they're using this. They're using this, but it's like a toned down version.
Why are you asking that? What do you mean? I'm cool to you.
not bad.
Is it just me, or can nobody understand what she's saying? She's like, I thought she was speaking a different language at first. I genuinely thought she was speaking Spanish at first, but then I realized like she was just like speaking with like a slur.
What is it gonna hurt me if I were to speak about it? You know what I mean? Like, that's what if I were in their shoes, I'd
Head south on Denver Street.
if you're in
Remain right on Claremont Drive.
climb a good time and talk different ways.
I'm not too sure. I'll tell you later.
Hook to him. Hook to him. Hook to him.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to probably cut out a lot of this because yeah, there was some copyright music in here. But basically, they were just talking in the car. Like they said, it was like gonna be it's an unprofessional conversation, but like it was pretty normal. The suspect was just just asking like proper normal questions about like the whole like what's gonna happen next and stuff. But even then, like they barely talked. Like barely any words were exchanged. And so I think this is like it was a pretty calm conversation so far. I think probably.
After Officer Hare and the female suspect flirted for a few minutes, the conversation took a huge turn. The female suspect then asked the officer to join her in the back seat to have fun.
A little bit. Well, I can't hear you now. Don't say that right now.
Okay.
I said don't say that right now because everything's being recorded right now.
Oh. Don't say that right now. Oh, he turns off the body camera, still driving, Leg looks back to take a glimpse of it, then he crashes his car, they both die, so it's a happy ending, no? But I mean, okay, so he's saying, yeah, don't say anything right now because everything's being recorded. Okay, that is hella sus, bro. I mean, how old is this guy? He says he's not married at the start. How old would he be? How old do you have to be? Like, minimum age for a police officer. Okay, so in the US, police officers complete their training when they are 21 years old, so this is the minimum age. So this could be, like a young 21-year-old dude, like, just a little bit, like, thirsty. Maybe he's just a little bit deprived of like the female touch. And I'm not gonna say I don't blame him, but like I mean there's a time and place for everything, and yeah, I don't think this is the right time or place.
After Officer Hare asked what was going on in the back seat, he decided to turn off his body cam. However, what he didn't know was that the police cruiser had GPS, which showed Officer Hare slowing down, turning onto a residential street, and eventually stopping.
Okay, so I assume that probably indicates something sus to the other people. Maybe they think he's in danger, so they go and search for his car. Yeah, maybe they think there's an issue, so that's why they find the car. And they are freaking in the backseat. Are you going to show us? Are you... Wait, Magnolia Avenue? They turned the song into a real street?
An hour later, a supervisor arrived at the scene and unlocked the back door for Officer Hare, who was with the female suspect.
Bro, they were there for an hour doing the frickety? How do you even last 1 hour? Did he have like Viagra pills like on him or something? Like, was he strapped with Viagra pills? How did they do it for 1 whole hour? Oh, not in the front. And the back is locked. He's being attacked. My coworker is being attacked. Get him! Help him! Help him! Oh. Bro, the guy just has his torch out already. He's like, yeah, but that was just a routine inspection. You know how long it took him to actually, you know, get open the back door? It took him at least 30 seconds. So in that 30-second period, the police officer probably removed his dingling from her lasagna, pulled out his torch, and started like, you know, pretending to do like a routine search on her in the back. But then meanwhile, the female suspect wasn't fast enough, and like she was fully undressed. And so like, yeah, there's probably no excuse for that. Unless she wasn't. I didn't see.
114 yellow. We're code 4.
Code 4?
Everything just went wrong. Okay, hold on. Let me turn my camera off. She's code 4? She's code 4. Okay. Yeah, let me turn this off real quick.
Wait, he actually turned off his body cam? Wait, so that means they must have had a threesome afterwards. Wait, I thought the supervisor was gonna come over here to get this guy in trouble and to fire him, but instead he came to join the fun. He probably knew what was going on. He's probably seen this multiple times as a supervisor. He knows the signs. He knows if a police car starts slowing down and turns into a residential street, then he knows what's going down. He knows it's the frickety. And that's why he's like glued to his screen. He's just waiting for it to happen, and as soon as it happens, he just darts there. He's the first one on the scene so that he can join in on the fun. Okay, that was a bit of a curveball. I did not expect that. What does code 4 even mean? They were saying she's code 4. Code 4 means no further assistance is needed? Okay, so the police officer, he's rejecting the threesome offer, but no, the guy needs assistance. She needs assistance.
According to the investigator, the supervisor switched off his body cam because he did not want Officer Hare to incriminate himself. After 30 minutes, Officer Hare took the female suspect to the station.
Wait, is that W coworker or like L police officer? Because I don't know whether I'd trust this police officer to still be out there in the wild. You know, it's a bit predatory to do that to suspects. And also, if he's gonna be like bribed and persuaded that easily just because, you know, she's some guy-ass, I feel like he wouldn't really be doing a good job like upholding the law and everything. Like, I feel like he'd just let the guy-ass just get away with anything.
Do you have anything on you might post and harm me? Any personal or anything? Just say so.
I feel like half the problem is her outfit. It's quite a, you know, it's quite a saucy outfit. I feel like if she wasn't wearing that, then maybe it wouldn't have turned out this way. But now we have a female police officer on the scene, just checking her out. I mean, no, not checking her out, just they're patting them down. And she's feeling the guy at?
I'm gonna check shoes. You want to do that there? When she takes off her shoes off.
I can do the shoes later.
Yeah, of course you can do the shoes later. I 100% know what the first thing you're gonna do is once you take off her shoes.
I know you can't.
Okay, it's 15:43 hours at Northern Division. Okay, you mind just showing us?
How you did?
What is this? Is this the end credit scene?
So I was like this, and then you want me to see how she was laying down, or
How you ended up inside?
so like, yeah, so she was laying down, her face was over there, and then I was just like kind of right here. I was like, well, at first I was like, hey, wake up. I was like, hey, you okay? Blah blah blah. She like, so her head was facing towards that way. And then, so then this is when I was shaking her, and then this is when I went in, but then I don't know if I had my hand like this, and then and something like that happened.
Oh, okay, so this is the officer here. So this is the sussy officer. So he's trying to explain how it happened. Okay, and they're recording this on camera. What is it? Is this like a Snapchat story or something? So allegedly, the woman was just lying down asleep, which is impossible since she had her seatbelt on. So there's no way she could have taken it off because she was in handcuffs. Remember, the hands were behind her back, and so she couldn't have taken off her seatbelt, and therefore she couldn't have just been lying down like that. Then the police officer went to see if she was okay and accidentally closed the door behind him and left her like that for an hour. And so I assume what was happening is, I think he was eating the lasagna.
Kicked it with my foot like that, and then I was in, and then I was waking her up like this. I was like this, waking her up.
Oh my god.
Waking her up. I hear the door click behind me.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, I was like this.
Bro, does this look sus or does this look sus? 100% she was eating the dingling, or you were probably giving her back shots. There is no way you're just doing this. Like, you have no excuse to be in this position with that female suspect in the back of the car with the door closed behind you as well. Why do you specifically need to be in that position to wake her up? You were only trying to wake her up. She only needed to be woken up. She didn't need to be fed the dingling.
And then when I found out the door was clicked behind me, I positioned myself like this. And I already knew that there was no door handle, but I was just like frantic. I was like, I can't get out of here.
Okay.
And then that's when she was able to sit up here. And then I told her, you stay there, blah, blah, blah. And then I was just like hunkered down like this on my side.
Okay, you know what? Now it's sort of, you know what? He does have a point. So let's say hypothetically, let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Let's say the door somehow closed, like there was a gust of wind and it closed the door. If he was in here with the door closed, he's saying that there's no door handle from the inside, because I assume, there shouldn't be any way for like the prisoners to get out of the car. And so therefore, he would be stuck in here and he would have to wait for someone else to come and let him out. So honestly, I think he could have a point. I think he could have a point. I think it actually might not be as sus as it originally seemed. Because you can see over here, they removed the door handle from like the inside of the car. So you can't actually get out from the inside. You can only unlock it from the outside.
So, let me go to the other side, then you climb back in.
Okay, so now he's going to roleplay as the woman. Is he about to get fricked? Is he about to get back shots from his fellow co-worker? Whoa, what is that?
Okay, go ahead.
Again?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Oh wait, so he wants to see whether it's actually possible for the door to close.
And then as I came in like that, I was trying to wake her up. My feet was in this. My feet didn't get caught like that. And then when I was like waking her up, that's when I
okay.
noticed
You know what?
This door closed on me. That's when I was like frantic trying to open the door, but I know there's no door opener.
Okay, you know what? I think he's telling the truth. You can see when he gets in, like the rebound. Like, so if he opens the door like hard enough, it will rebound and it will close on itself naturally. Like, look at this. Look at the rebound. And boom. You know what? Yeah, it can. You know what? It can happen.
And then from then, she was able to. So I was like this majority of the time. I was trying to get her up because her face was right here.
Okay.
Right here, and then I was trying to like wake her up to get her up, and then next thing you know, I hear the door close on me. I was frantic. I was looking, and then that's when she started to kind of like, I guess, wake up or get dazed off, whatever. And then that's when I asked her like, "Hey, are you having a hard time breathing?" She said, "No." "Do you need medics?" "No." I was like, "Okay, all right, just stay right there." And then that's when I was trying to open the door.
Okay.
And then that's when I went on D2.
All right, you can jump up. Let's jump up.
Do you mind?
Okay, you know what? I kind of would have believed him. But like the thing is, so earlier on, he told her like not to say any of those sussy stuff because like, it's on recording with the body cam. And also the fact that he turned off his body cam, I think 100% something sussy must have happened. But I mean, his story does make sense, like honestly. But I mean, the thing is, he would have had at least a couple of days to try come up with this plan, with like this excuse with the door closing in on itself. Like he probably came into the police station like every single day for like 8 hours straight, trying to think of a way to make it seem like the door closed in on itself. He was probably studying the police car inside and out. He was actually reading the instruction manual of the car, which nobody ever reads. He was trying to find any flaw in the car that would make it seem like the door closed in on itself. itself. And then finally, after thousands of experiments, he figured out that if you pull the door open hard enough, it will rebound and close in on itself. How crazy would it have been if the cop opened the back door and Officer Hare was the one wearing the handcuffs? Okay, that actually would have been funny. So the female suspect is just like dominating the cop now. The female suspect puts on a strap on and starts giving the officer back shots.